Good morning, guys. It is the day. We are here at the park, and I tell you, God is tremendously good. All the time, He is good to me. He has taken care of me my entire life. Even when I wasn't faithful to Him, He was always faithful to me. And I tell you, this whole camping thing, it wasn't worrying me, it wasn't stressing me, but I was praying, and I hope you guys were praying for me because I think your prayers worked. I was praying that this would all work out for the good. Regardless, if I couldn't get another site, I was going to make it work in the site that they moved me to. But I got here bright and early. I left from my job and I came straight here. Okay, well, I did make one stop. I stopped at the gas station to get a bag of ice, and I stopped over at McDonald's and grabbed something to eat really quick because I hadn't eaten anything since yesterday. So, let me get to the story, guys. Oh my goodness. So I get here, and of course nobody's in the office because I'm like extra early. But I get here. Look at how beautiful this park is, guys. I'm going to get back to the story in a minute, but I just want you to see how beautiful this place is. It's huge. They've got a lot of land. That's why I can't understand why these sites are so close to each other when they could be a little more dispersed. They could be a little more spread out. But, I guess they have a plan. I guess there's a reason why they do what they do, but it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, back to the story. I got here early. Nobody was in the office, so I just sat and I waited. Listened to my music and just, scrolled through some videos and just waited. So when someone finally showed up, which was just a little while ago, it was a different man and a different woman than the last two that were here. But they had on the park ranger shirts or uniforms. And so I gave them a few minutes to get settled. I didn't want to rush in right away. So I sat in my car and just waited. So when I finally walked in, and the young lady was like, "How can we help you today?" I told her my story. I told her my dilemma. And I handed the gentleman the receipt that the young lady had given me the last time I was here with the note that she left on it. She had written on the receipt that I was told one thing about the site that I had reserved, but upon my arrival I found out that it wasn't what I was told it was supposed to be. And so if 38 is open, for them just to move my reservation to 38. So they got on the computer and they started looking at the reservations, and she told me, unfortunately, 38 is not available. It's already, somebody's already in there. And I'm like, oh, really? And so, as I'm talking to these two people, a young man comes in, and I'm thinking he's like the maintenance guy or somebody. And he walks in and he goes in the back office. And as the young lady is on the computer, she's looking at other areas, other sites, and she and the gentleman that was there with her were talking to me about other sites in the park. What was available and what was not available, what was kind of secluded or kind of nice, and what was not so nice. And so as they're talking to me and I'm talking to them, and I'm like, I was really disappointed because I was specific about what I was looking for. And I was told that this site had all of what I was looking for, only for me to arrive here and find out that it was different. So they gave me some recommendations for a few sites. I'm just driving. I don't even know if I passed the spot yet. But anyway, so okay, Pike Marsh South. Okay, picnic area. Okay, we haven't gotten to the campsite yet. But yeah, so as we're talking, the three of us, the gentleman, the two, okay, do I go left or right? Where am I going? Camp area, this way. So as the lady and the gentleman were marking out, they had given me a little map of the park, and they were mapping out other locations that I could check out. They had given me some spots, and I told her before I said yes to any of them, I needed to see them, because I didn't want to be disappointed again. Am I going the right way? We're going to find out. Okay, so this is, let me back up so you guys can see. This is 48 right here, which is the other location I was looking at camping in, but it wasn't available. Oh no, that's 49. This is 48. Yeah, it's small, but it's a little more secluded. I've got one neighbor, or would have had one neighbor, which is 49. And then all of the rest of the people are here around the corner. So then you start seeing your crowds of folks. Yeah. So I would have taken 48 if that was available, but thank goodness it was not. So, yeah, so they had given me a map. Let me not lose my train of thought. They had given me a map, and they had circled off some locations, and I was getting ready to drive around to these different locations. And then the young man, who I thought was the maintenance guy, because they've got like some groundskeepers or, you know, people that work here doing stuff for the park. I thought he maybe was one of them. He gets up and he comes over with a highlighter, and he comes over to my map and he highlights 17 on my map. And he says, if you want 17, he said, take 17. So I look at him because I don't know who he is. And I said, oh, okay. I said, is that your spot? And he says, he shakes his head, no. And then he walks out the door. So I'm looking at these two like, okay, yeah, do I need to go look at 17 too? And then they started explaining to me that he was the owner of the park. He owns this doggone park. And so he, I guess, overhearing the conversation, okay, camp area, Turner, oh, where's my map? Because I need to find this place. See, I didn't come this far back because they told me Honeysuckle. So I stayed in Honeysuckle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 other locations in this park that have campsites. Okay, this is Turner, so I need to go further. I'm going to Fox Den. There's 4 other locations in here. And so you mean to tell me when I came on Monday, out of a total of 5 different camping locations in this huge park, there wasn't another spot available that they could have put me in that was much nicer than the one that I reserved? Yeah, so the owner gave me 17, and they told me that 17 is oh, this must be one of the shower houses or bathrooms, men and women. Yeah. Um, okay, there's Prairie View, which is the next location for campsites. They told me that 17 is a host site. So when you work for the park, this is where they house their employees or their host. So, and they said it's really nice. So he upgraded me probably 10 times what the original site was. We're going to see it in a minute. I'm going to check it out now. They told me that it's beautiful. Okay, here's Fox Den, and this is where I need to be. So let's check out Fox Den. We're looking for number 17. I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited because I've been wanting to do this for... See, look at that host site. There's one there. I don't know what number this is. But yeah, they got privacy. They got space. They're not all up on each other. And 17 is electric. Because I was considering a primitive site because they were saying that the primitive sites are more secluded, more private. You just don't get the electric. So, where is 17? This is 3. That's 2. I don't understand how they do their numbers. This is 5. That's 4. This is 7. 6. Didn't we just see 6? This is 9. This is 8. This is 10. This is 23. Oh my goodness, this is 12. This is 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Definitely more private. It's not huge, but it's definitely more private. Let's see. Trying to think how this configuration with the tent is gonna go. What's the best place to put it? Because, like I said, it's not very deep in here. 17. I kind of like 18. Is that one available? Let me see. Look at this thing from a distance. Okay, yes and no. So we got the fire pit. We've got the picnic table. There unfortunately are not enough trees for me to set up my hammock. But this is definitely more private. Definitely more private. Okay, so now I need to find out where the bathrooms are. Let's see, 17. Did I? Oh, maybe that. Those were the showers that we passed coming in that said men and women's. Yeah, this might work. This is definitely more private. I'm excited, guys. And then the horseback riding is $65 for an hour and a half. I didn't really look at the half hour. Oh, but you know what? I saved it on my phone. I could look at it. Yeah, I think this is gonna work, guys. What do you think? So, my tent. I have to remember that the cargo carrier is on the back, so I can't back up too far. So this is 17. I'm just out of curiosity. I want to see what else is out here. What other spots are available? Oh, is that a bathroom right there? That's perfect if it is.